It's Ron Reader Digs the Universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe. And tonight, babies, babies, babies! Former Trump mouthpiece and current Arkansas Governor Republican Sarah Huckabee Sanders recently asserted that not only do her kids serve as a permanent reminder of what's important, they also keep her humble, and went on to assert that because Vice President Harris has no biological children of her own, she doesn't have anything keeping her humble. Strong words, but pretty common stuff for conservatives lately. There's a sort of fucked up baby mania going on with them these days. At first glance, one might dismiss all this as leftover rhetoric from the abortion era, but the pro-life movement is the dog that caught the car. They won. They don't really need to rub the nation's nose in it. Nonetheless, they're pushing babies, demonizing birth control, and trying to get women to marry their abusers. You got that black Nazi running for governor in North Carolina saying that sex is only for procreation. You've got the Republican number 2, J.D. Vance, lambasting the sociopathy of childless cat ladies. It is the freaking MAGA zeitgeist. Make babies or else. This right-wing obsession amounts to a top-down identity mandate. It is literally about telling everybody who they are, about what's important to you, about the meaning of life. Making babies. And if you aren't on board, then you must not be entirely human and are to be ostracized or worse. You know, it's one thing when you regard family as an ancient human tradition that you respect and that gives your life meaning. It's entirely another thing when a segment of society seizes hold of the legislative and law enforcement apparati in order to force you to live out their weird social vision. Why do these people think they have a right to tell people what to do with their lives, to tell people what their lives are about? Why are they so ready and willing to force people to make babies? It's about white racial paranoia. I mean, sure, there's the biblical be fruitful and multiply verse that I'm sure evangelicals are thinking about with all this, but that verse has always been there. What we're seeing now is a desperate freak out. What we're seeing is a bunch of white people scared shitless that they're being replaced by brown people. They push that shit all the time on Fox News. The Great Replacement. A bogus neo-Nazi conspiracy that liberals are secretly acting to demographically and culturally replace white people with immigrants of color. It's racist bullshit, of course, but it's widely believed among conservatives. They're scared. They see the end of whiteness, and their solution is babies. Babies, 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 but especially white babies. So it's eugenics. Plain and simple. Stop the brown wave. Make everybody pregnant. This is truly fucked up. I'm Ron Reader, and this has been Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reader, again next week for another episode of Ron Reader Digs the Universe. babies, babies, babies.